From downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Some breaking news this afternoon.
We're looking forward to giving Olympia the bird. This bird. Thank you.
Washington Republican Semi Bird has won the endorsement from the Washington State GOP today. Thanks for joining us here on a special edition of 4 News Now. I'm Jordan Smith. Bird's victory comes 24 hours after a chaotic start to the state GOP convention here in Spokane that began on Friday, where he was disqualified from the GOP board because of a past financial crime. By the end of Friday, it seemed plausible that no candidate was going to receive an endorsement. Bird did plead guilty to financial crimes back in 1993. His former opponent said he's removing his name for endorsement because of what he called disarray in the state GOP. In response, Dave Reichart tried to withdraw Bird's name from the party's consideration, and ultimately, Bird won the endorsement, becoming the first black American to be endorsed by Washington's GOP in the state's history. We caught up with Bird after his endorsement and asked about the chaotic weekend.
The people rose up and their voices rose, and others interpret that as chaos and as conflict, and I saw passion and emotion, and I saw the positive conflict where different sides were passionate.
And Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson, who's also running for governor, has been keeping tabs on this convention throughout the weekend. He says it didn't matter whether it was Bird or Reichart who got the endorsement. He says the way that this convention is run is indicative of what Washingtonians could expect if Republicans are elected.
I guess just what I would say is I hope folks are watching carefully how Republicans run their convention, because guess what? The way they run their convention is how they're going to run the state if we turn over the keys to them.
A man was killed and 3 people were injured, including 2 children, during an early morning house fire in west central Spokane today. The house caught in flames and was right across the street from North Central High School. The Spokane Fire Department responded to the home around 4 a.m. where they say the porch had caught fire. According to SFD, the 911 caller reported that they were unable to get to the front door because of the flames in the way. Firefighters went through the 2nd floor on the back of the home to locate the 4 people inside. Both Spokane Fire and Spokane Police are investigating, and the identity of the man who died will be released at a later time. Well, all of this and what's been a pretty glorious Saturday around the inland Northwest. It's a beautiful end to the afternoon here in Spokane, but changes are coming tonight. Meteorologist Matt Gray is here to tell us about a wind advisory that's starting soon. Matt?
And you're probably going, what are you talking about? It hasn't been windy basically all day, just a light breeze. Well, much later tonight, we do have this wind advisory in place, and it's actually expanded as the evening has gone on. So this goes from the Waterville Plateau across eastern Washington to Spokane, south across the Palouse, and into the LC Valley in Asotin County on the Washington side of the Snake River. So what this means, well, we're going to see some pretty gusty winds tonight as the storm system moves in. 40 to 50 miles an hour even on some parts of the Palouse tonight. We could see some isolated tree damage, and a few places could end up with some power outage issues, as we see anytime we have strong winds that blow across the inland Northwest, even if these are not as severe as a full-blown windstorm. It's always good time to check the flashlight batteries and, well, just be ready for a couple of branches down on your lawn when you get up in the morning. Winds are very quiet, though, right now. It is going to be a very brief period of these stronger winds as this cold front, which is going to bring us a chance for some showers as well tonight, begins to move in later this evening. We'll talk about the timeline for that and what the rest of your Sunday will hold in store coming up.
All right, Matt, thanks for that. The defense team for the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students cannot contact prospective jurors without getting permission first from the court. That's the new ruling from the judge. Brian Koberger was back in court last week as attorneys argued over a phone survey conducted by the defense team. The survey asked questions like the ones you see on your screen now. Prosecutor Bill Thompson calling them, quote, loaded questions that could have given information about the case to jurors that didn't previously know. The state argued that violates the gag order that could make selecting a jury in Latah County more difficult. The judge decided the defense must have permission from the court before contacting any more prospective jurors. The man who was shot by police on Thursday night on Shadle Park High School's campus was rushed to surgery and is expected to recover. Thursday's shooting marks the 5th shooting by Spokane police this year. Police say it all started when they responded to a report of a dispute near North Lindekey Street and Columbia Avenue on Thursday afternoon. That suspect got away, and police say they found him a few hours later at Shadle Park High School. Officers chased him, which ended in a shooting on the campus. And on your screen here, you can see this is a bullet hole from the shooting in one Spokane family's home. That's not the only scar this house has either. Another hole in the grass reveals another bullet mark. Many people in the neighborhood say that they're shocked. A usually safe neighborhood where kids play outside is how some describe it. The 3 officers who shot at the man are now on administrative leave, and a 4th officer is also on leave, but SPD didn't say how he was involved. The Washington State University president, Kirk Schultz, has announced his plan to retire at the end of the next school year. Schultz has been the president since 2016. Under his leadership, the university has recorded several significant achievements, including record student enrollment in 2019 and opening new teaching and research facilities. The WSU First Lady, Noelle Schultz, says she will continue working in her positions at the university. As for what President Schultz will do in the future, WSU released his video statement today.
Well, my primary thing is I want to support my successor to be successful as the next Washington State University president. I also want to do some writing in the higher education space and mentor that next generation of public higher education leaders.
In February, a group of over 200 WSU faculty members called for a new president, citing a 15% decline in enrollment and saying a lack of attention and leadership in Cougar athletics led to financial and reputational harm with the breakup of the Pac-12. You can watch the Schultz's full video statement in this story on our website, KXLY.com. Around the nation tonight.
On this vote, the yeas are 366 and the nays are 58. The bill is passed.
A rare showing of bipartisanship. The U.S. House approving a $95 billion package of foreign aid bills that would provide funding for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. The bill passed despite threats from the far right to oust House Speaker Mike Johnson if he voted in favor and advanced the Ukraine aid.
We appreciate every manifestation of support for our state and independence, our people, and our lives, which Russia wants to bury in ruins. America has shown its leadership from the first days of this war.
Closer to home here, 1 year ago today, the Sandy Williams Justice Center opened in the Carl Maxey Center in celebration of its first birthday. Local law students and the community gathered in recognition of the center's success, as well as to pay tribute to the late Sandy Williams, one of Spokane's most notable civil rights and LGBTQ+ activists.
This is Sandy Williams' vision, that people do not have to go all the way downtown to be able to get access to justice. This is what...
Thousands of faces, thousands of bikes. Spokane's biggest bike swap returned to the Inland Northwest, and the money spent there not only pays for a bike, but also funds local charities. We'll explain.
And the winds are fairly calm now, but it's going to get windy fairly quickly and very early in the morning. Wind gusts getting above 40 miles an hour at times. We'll show you what that looks like as this cold front moves through around Metro Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. And we'll talk about our chances for rain tonight as well, coming up in your forecast.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
Diamonds and Dreams is proudly sponsored by AutoNation Chevrolet in the Spokane Valley.
Tires do more than keep your vehicle moving forward.
At Perfection Tire, we maximize your safety, fuel efficiency, and driving comfort with the right tires for you.
Quality Cooper tires, knowledgeable people. Nobody beats perfection.
Fresh. Always keeping veggies at their peak. Like a Bosch. Freshness lasts for weeks and weeks and weeks. Like a Bosch. Even little baby greens. Like a Bosch. Taste fresh and remain supreme. Like a Bosch. Super fridge, keeping food fresh. Like a Bosch. Eating more so you'll be throwing out less. Like a Bosch. Stay fresh like a Bosch. With America's most trusted refrigerators from Bosch.
Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances. Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Fred Meyer app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Luxurious Karastan carpets are just the footing you need to live beautifully. And now, during National Karastan Month, you can save beautifully. Use your exclusive rebate to receive up to $1,000 back on select styles of Karastan carpets and the flawless craftsmanship of Luxe Craft hard surface flooring. Live beautifully, save beautifully with Karastan. At Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One, Floor and Home.
Save up to $1,000 on Karastan flooring at Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One.
Watch me. Watch me roll, grind, and spin. Playgrounds for wheels. That's always a win. One with my chair, but never held back. I do things sitting down most people standing can't hack. Some might say my condition was fate. My doctors would tell you I'm just redefining great. Watch me. Life-changing orthopedic excellence at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Perfection Tire uses the latest innovative automotive equipment and technology.
Plus, get the specialized touch of our certified techs who provide knowledgeable, caring service.
Cutting-edge tech, down-to-earth people. Nobody beats perfection.
Welcome back. A quick correction. At the top of the newscast, we mentioned that Dave Reichert tried to withdraw Byrd's name from the GOP convention from the party's consideration to receive endorsement. That wasn't actually correct. We instead should have said Dave Reichert tried to withdraw his own name out of protest to what he called disarray within the GOP convention. Just want to make sure we clarified that as we came back from break here. All right, hundreds gathered at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center today to score on a new set of wheels. Spokane's largest bike swap returned to town with thousands of bikes, some finding some new owners.
Actually, I wasn't planning on buying a bike. A couple of our friends invited us. My husband was going to buy a bike. I was going to browse, and then saw this and decided I actually do need this bike.
And the swap also partners with nonprofit organizations, including the Friends of the Centennial Trail and Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Inland Northwest, donating a part of its proceeds. And what better time for these bikers to score some new wheels as the weather begins to warm. It might be better to ride this after this wind advisory passes through, Matt.
Yeah, riding into the wind is no fun. And if you're training for Bloomsday, running into the wind is no fun. So, you know, if you're going to be out there tomorrow, maybe time your laps appropriately. Hey, wind advisory tonight, pre-dawn showers. So we're not going to have to worry about getting out the rain gear or anything like that. But we'll be looking at windy and cool weather for Sunday. Cooler than it was today. We'll also see sunshine and then another cold round or cold start to your Monday morning. Here's the radar picture, and my goodness, it's wet over on the other side of the mountains, but hey, that's par for the course, right? Well, we are going to get at least a little bit of that moisture to get over the rain shadow of the Cascades, and we will get the gusty winds with this storm that's pushing in. So let's show you how this is going to play out here. So as early as about 11 o'clock tonight, we can start to see some sprinkles around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. By the time we get to around midnight through about 2 to 3 in the morning, we'll have a chance for some rain. Now, look, I am not anticipating being a big soaker or anything like that, but, you know, a chance of rain is better than no chance of rain, especially because we've been falling behind with April rainfall with all these beautiful days we've been having. We need as much rain as we can here in the springtime. By the time we get to about 5, 6 in the morning, though, that rain is long gone, and we are set up for a nice day, but a cool day and a windy day. Then we will see some showers bubbling up in our northern mountains. They will pop up a few showers. So places like Bonners Ferry, Sandpoint, you work your way south towards Deer Park, and perhaps even as far south as the I-90 corridor, we could see 1 or 2 sprinkles in the afternoon, but I would not change any plans of yours around that. If we do see a shower, it'll be a 5-minute shower, and it'll be here and gone. And certainly not the coverage that we saw earlier this week as far as wet weather goes. And that will be it for this weather system. Now, we do want to talk about the winds one more time. Secure the trash cans and don't leave anything out in the yard that you're worried about might blow away here, because we will see those gusts as this comes through at about 2 or 3 in the morning. 30, 40 miles an hour on the West Plains and into the South Hill. 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts pretty solidly, at least across much of the valley as you get down into the valley bottom there and onto the rafter prairie. So yeah, it is going to be a little breezy, and the breezes will continue. We'll see another bump up in the wind speeds as we get the heating of the day in the afternoon. Going to be cooler tomorrow as we'll end up only in the middle 50s. And then a chilly start to Monday. Will be right around freezing, and then we'll have a nice day on Monday. Warmer weather for the middle of the week, but cloudier as well. We'll keep rain chances away, though. Should be fairly dry. We'll start looking for those showers to come back by Friday and Saturday of this next week.
All right, Matt, thanks for that. Well, on Monday, nearly 500 healthcare workers at Providence Sacred Heart will go on strike. Those workers have been trying to negotiate a contract with better benefits and increased pay.
We feel we have absolutely no choice but to take these actions for Providence to hear us out. Every single caregiver would rather be inside that hospital taking care of their patients rather than out on the curb holding a sign.
And union members say once they notified management of that strike, Providence walked away from the table, something Providence CEO Susan Stacy confirmed.
But at that moment, my priorities shifted to making sure we stayed open and able to provide safe, quality care to our community.
Providence is now focused on filling the near 500 vacancies with temporary workers, paying some of them close to triple what the original workers earn. Spokane County has many great hiking areas, and one is just south of Spokane off Highway 195. A lake, plenty of birds, and the feeling that you're a long way from the city. In tonight's Air 4 Adventure, we take you to the Slevin Conservation Area.
This is James T. Slavin Conservation Area. Some days it's really cool. It's really nice. You can go for long walks. Wander off and then turn left or right, and then left or right, you know, and eventually I end up, you know, so I get tired of walking, so I start looking for a way to get back. But this is the time to go. Quite gorgeous.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was perfect out there. Nice to be back out, have the weather to be able to do so. Great place to walk the dog and people to come and walk their horses, and it's a good time to come spend with your mom, catch up, see what's going on.
Beautiful.
I think it's one of the better kept secrets of the area, but it's nice to see folks come out here and take advantage of it, and you always seem to run across real nice people out here.
There's up and down, there's flat, there's a little bit of everything to choose from. If you don't like that path, you can find another one. It's neat they kept it a preserve for everybody in the region to enjoy.
Coming up in sports, Washington State football held its final scrimmage before the spring game, where the Cougars need to improve before they take the field. That's coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's National Care Stand Month. Why finance at another flooring store when you could get up to 75% off Care Stand's durable, luxury, in-stock carpets? This month only at Floor & Home.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Remodeling your kitchen? Fred's has the latest in kitchen appliances from GE Cafe on sale.
With a variety of custom cafe colors and options, makes it easy to personalize your kitchen.
And when it's time for cleanup, the GE Cafe dishwasher offers loading flexibility and a reversing wash arm to clean every inch of your dishes.
Get up to $2,000 in rebates in GE Cafe appliances.
Come in and see the great selection of cafe kitchen packages at Fred's.
It's the biggest sale of the season at Furniture Row, so get ready because everything is on sale. Like this unbeatable deal on the Skylar sofa, only $8.99. Save big on the Wolf Creek Queen bed, only $8.49. Get the 5-piece Gramercy Park dining set for only $6.59. And check out the Summit Queen, easy on the wallet for only $274.99. Plus, 4 years, no interest financing. But don't miss out. The biggest sale of the season at Furniture Row ends Thursday the 25th.
Hi, I need new tires.
Perfect timing. Right now, during our tire savings event, when you buy 3 tires, you get the 4th for only $1.
Wow, that's a great deal.
Right? Can you imagine finding a tire for less?
Sorry, honey. Mama needs a tire.
No, definitely not.
No.
Let's get you those tires.
Okay.
Right now, during our tire savings event, buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
How does free college or training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant gives eligible people money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
It's National Kerostan Month, when you could get up to 75% off Kerostan's durable, luxury, in-stock carpets. You dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
4 News Now is brought to you by River City Glass.
Well, Washington State football is still working out the kinks. Welcome into sports. I'm Julian Minenso. The Cougars head into their final spring scrimmage ahead of the spring game next week. So think of this as the appetizer before the main course. And there was a lot to satisfy the hunger of Cougar football fans today. Just a few weeks ago, head coach Jake Dickert said quarterback John Mateer was committing too many turnovers. Today, well, not a turnover in sight. The offense had some good moments, including a pair of touchdowns to tight ends Billy Revere and Trey Lechner. But the defense had a few goal line stops to even the score. The Cougs will be heading into their final week of spring practice, and they're looking to make the most of it before the spring game.
Going against the best players we have on a consistent basis obviously makes me better, you know. Getting familiar with each other, you know. Defense kind of knows our play calls now, you know. So it means we just got to make it happen at a more efficient rate.
Who's just going to show up, who's going to go through the motions, and who's going to take these last 3 days an opportunity to build skill and get better on what we need to improve on.
And WSU's Crimson and Gray spring game is at 3 o'clock next Saturday in Pullman. Now, the Spokane Velocity and Richmond Kickers will forever be linked. The Velocity took down the Kickers in their first ever home game right across the street from us at One Spokane Stadium. Richmond was looking for some much needed revenge today, but as of right now, that's not going to happen. All Velocity so far, they lead 2-0 late in the second half. Spokane is looking to get back in the win column after the loss to Las Vegas earlier this week. Now, this was the scene in Denver yesterday ahead of the Seattle Mariners matchup against the Colorado Rockies. Safe to say that's not baseball weather. The first game of the series was postponed, but the teams will make it up in a doubleheader on Sunday. Today's game is still a full go as of right now. This is what it looked like pregame. So you can see the grounds crew was plowing snow off the field. Not something you see every day in baseball. The plan is to play 3 games over the next 2 days. Making up a game between Colorado and Seattle would be tough to do later in the season. As we take a look at the AL West standings heading into tonight, the Mariners are just a game back of the defending champion Texas Rangers. Seattle, they're playing about 500 ball right now, so to be 1 game back early in the season is still a pretty good sign, and there's still a lot of baseball to be played. We're not even a month into the season. First pitch between the Mariners and Rockies is just after 5 o'clock from Denver. And the Mariners and Rockies minor league affiliates will go head-to-head in Spokane tonight. This was the scene at Avista Stadium as the Indians, they're taking on the Everett Aqua Sox in Game 5 of the series. Last night, this walk-off hit in the bottom of the 9th by Jesus Bugarin was the reason that the Indians were able to celebrate. Sadly, tonight will not include a first pitch right here from our very own weekend anchor, Jordan Smith. As you can see, he got it to the plate a little bit outside, but that's okay. You didn't have the warm. How's the arm feeling? Yeah, a little sore, you know, just going through it over and over again. Tell you what, those big leaguers, man, they make it look easy. Yeah. You get out there and it's way further than you expect. And the mound is, like I said yesterday, way taller than you would think. But he was the guy behind the plate, great sport about it, and the guys here have given me pretty decent time about it. Yeah, so, you're good. It's been pretty good. Stick around, we'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's National Care Stand Month. Why finance at another flooring store when you could get up to 75% off Care Stand's durable, luxury, in-stock carpets? This month only at Floor & Home.
Spicy chicken McNuggets, breaded in tempura and made with cayenne, are just the right amount of fire emoji, chili emoji, grinning face with sweat emoji, and wouldn't it be double fire emoji if they came back? Spicy chicken McNuggets, they're back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Luxurious Karastan carpets are just the footing you need to live beautifully. And now, during National Karastan Month, you can save beautifully. Use your exclusive rebate to receive up to $1,000 back on select styles of Karastan carpets and the flawless craftsmanship of Luxe Craft hard surface flooring. Live beautifully, save beautifully with Karastan.
And right now, save up to $1,000 on Karastan flooring at Panhandle Carpet 1, West Appleway, Coeur d'Alene.
Looking for an unbeatable deal on a top-load laundry set? Look no further than Fred's Clearance Centers. For a limited time, get a top-load washer and dryer for just $3.99 each, only at Fred's Clearance Centers. Fred's has made a factory direct purchase of this exclusive washer and dryer, but hurry, these sets won't last long. $3.99 each for a brand new washer and dryer is a terrific value. Fred's Clearance Centers have new inventory arriving daily. Visit us today.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
It's buy one, get one for $1. Bagel sandwiches, McMuffin, hash browns, and more.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's National Care Stand Month when you could get up to 75% off Care Stand's durable, luxury, in-stock carpets. You dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
4 News Now is brought to you by Kerner Furniture.
So some showers tonight, some gusty winds tonight, and then tell you what, the forecast opens up. Things looking pretty quiet and overall, I think pretty nice here as we head into the last full week of April. We'll be keeping an eye on those rain chances for the end of next week.
Well, overall, though, Matt, I mean, pretty decent baseball weather. Kind of that early spring baseball weather.
I'd say so.
Well, we've got some ballparks in our region that have definitely seen brighter days. But cue Mark Peterson and the Extreme team. They are working this summer, as they do every year, to turn a local ballpark into a field of dreams. These guys will give the Diamond a fresh makeover. And if there's a park you'd like to nominate, head to our website, kxly.com. Those submissions will close tomorrow at 11 o'clock. And we've seen the work that those guys put in. Those fields look amazing.
Yes, and it's so great to look at. Just a perfectly manicured baseball diamond. Absolutely. Everything's in the right place, and then about 2 innings in, then it's like, oh, well,
dirt's everywhere. That's right, yeah. Hey, we got your first pitch coming up here in a couple of weeks. Is that right?
Yeah, the end of May, I believe May 31st, if I'm not mistaken. Dinosaur Night.
Absolutely.
No pressure, dude.
Yeah,
no
studying my film on what not to do. You'll be great. See you tomorrow.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.